Never been one to look back, trying to cover my tracks, to regret or undo what I've done. Now's not the time to begin. Soles of my boots wearing thin, ball string map the moon and the sun.
How do you measure a life? Isn't my friends, family ties, or the work that you do every day?
Or by the stranger whose path, crossing with yours, found you left something shining behind in your way. Stay ahead of the wolves, step in the light, keep on moving, put up a fight if you must. Say no to gravity's pull. Stay ahead of the wolves in your heart when someone you love rips apart everything that you hold to believe is unconditional love, something you only talk of. So much harder to live than to leave, so much harder to give than receive. Stay ahead of the wolves, step in the light, keep on moving, put up a fight if you must. Say no to gravity's pull. Stay ahead of the wolves. Da 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 da. Step in the light, keep on moving, put up a fight if you must. Say no to gravity's pull. Stay ahead of the wolves. Way down south in the piney woods, there's a gospel quartet singing like I should've got the hair slicked back. Little suit so fine at the Wednesday night revival. Turpentine, got the rolling bass, got a baritone, got a ringing high tenor reaching Jesus on the throne, and a smooth lead singer got the woman crying, sweating salvation. Turpentine, 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 save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed, cleaning my brushes, turpentine. A spoonful of sugar and hold your nose, it'll kill everything but the Holy Ghost. It's a pine tar communion, body, blood, and wine in the folds of the choir robes. Turpentine, turpentine, oh turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. Now I'm sitting in the back pew, thumbing through the hymns, trying to figure out how to write me one of them. I got a story to tell, could do some testifying, but God ain't given me the calling. Turpentine, turpentine, oh turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. Now when they lay me down in a minor key and they shovel my words in on top of me, I'll be in that quartet with some friends of mine. An eternity of Wednesday's turpentine. Turpentine, hey, turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. A masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. Turpentine, oh turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes, turpentine. And we're back. We took a little break and a little vacation. But no, we played here this summer, didn't we, Jeff?
I believe so.
Yeah. We had some guests in from Canada. Canada, you know, soon to be our 51st state.
I've already checked. Property in Canada is way more expensive than you wish it was. I looked up around Thunder Bay. I don't like where I came from. I was raised amid the sprawl. Subdivisions and cheap motels, fast food and shopping malls. The place I'd like to call my own is a town where she was born. So I could be there waiting, and she could come back home. Oh, Savannah, would she still feel the same? Can't you hear me in the morning when I whisper in her name? Or in the quiet of the evening when her thoughts are running free? Savannah, does she ever think of me?
I find a place on the edge of town, not much, but that's okay. 'Cause I can picture just the way she'd like it, and I'll fix it up that way. We can move in anytime she wants, with our whole life left to spend. Be a long way gone from what went wrong, and we'll never look back again.
Oh, Savannah, I know it's just a dream, but there was once a time not long ago that it was easy to believe. And I wish now I'd held her longer, 'cause I think the dance is through. Savannah, you know her better than I do. So I won't be living beneath your skies or feel your breezes blow. She's laying down with someone else, but I don't even want to know. She'll be coming back home soon with a smile on her face. Her friends friends and family all around, but
A stranger in my place. Oh, Savannah,
I appreciate your time, but living here without her isn't what I had in mind. So can I ask one more favor, since I won't be here to see you?
Savannah, take good care of her for me. Oh, Savannah. Bring his vocal up a little bit. Okay. We're giving Jeff a little more vocal.
Okay, hang on.
Daddy came down from Omaha, picked out a spot, bought him a trailer, parked her on the lot. And I was born in the back bedroom, wheels under my feet, tin over the roof, and the walls that whistle when the north wind blew. I was born and raised with the trailer park blues. Well, I grew up, I left the old tin nest. Daddy bought him a house the week after I left. I started a band, I rented a room, but I ran out of money and I had to move in with the drummer and the boys from the crew. We were rocking and rolling to the trailer park blues. Oh, the trailer park blues, I'm a trailer park man. Rows and rows of them old tin cans. The world is flat, it leans to one side. It's 50 feet long and 10 foot wide. I met a little girl, we lived in sin. My new address was space number 10. I made her an honest woman, took her as my bride, and we moved into a new double wide. She's making the payments, I'm paying my dues, working out on the road with the trailer park blues. Oh, the trailer park blues, the aluminum life with my trailer park dog and my trailer park wife. The world is flat, it leans to one side. It's 50 feet long and 10 foot wide. I made me a record, had a couple of hits. We filled this box with a bunch of kids. She's still a waitress, assume. I pick and grin. We still live in the old house of tin, and we own the whole park and a condo or two. We're happy as larks with the trailer park blues.
Wow, we have aged well, haven't we? All of us. All of us have aged well.
Well, they have. They're still here. I guess we are too.
There's that A note. There's that pesky A. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, wonderful. We did absolutely nothing, which is great.
I'm a rocking on to no abandon, a little town to make my home, cross 7 worlds and the haunted canyon to the cooling plains where my heart roams. This is the path that I am taking through the folded fields of sleep, in my dreams and in my waking. No abandon is where I'll keep. I'll settle down in no abandon. After years of running hard, I will lay down my youth's illusions. I will surrender pride's rewards. Out in the yard, white shirts are blowing on a line stretched in between where I've been and where I'm going. No abandon waits for me. Yeah. My life has been my equation, trying to make the far ends meet. Sex and love, imagination, a quiet burn, a constant heat. I'm in the kitchen of creation, rattling the pots and pans, cooking up no expectations, no abandon, make no plans. Oh, I'm rocking on to no abandon, where I've never been before. Strangely new and strangely familiar, life's forever being born. Just one more look over my shoulder, see me coming round the bend. I don't look 1 second older. No abandon circles in. I'm rocking on to no abandon. All right.
Got it all under control, folks. Yeah. We doing okay, Jay? Jay Lindhorst. 21 years of
Bringing Kansas City down to the world.
let the rain blow in, sprinkle on my skin as I slept last night, nearly washing away the stain of yesterday until I felt alright. Then the sun had to come up and chase away the storm until nothing but the morning remained, and it ruined the rain. I flew with broken wings, the most wonderful thing I've ever suffered through, dreaming what might be mine, but knowing all of the time it couldn't ever be true. And I'm not ready to cheer up, no. Don't make my gray sky clearer by coming round and calling my name, 'cause you'll just ruin the rain. I need to soak in the madness to understand this. I can't explain. I don't want to ruin the rain. Balcony outside, curtains blowing wide on a movie screen, thunder and the evening I could almost believe it just might bathe me clean. But there's clouds yet to get through, so won't the flood from above hurry down for the reason it came? Because I'm still here, waiting to soak in the madness, to understand this I can't explain. And maybe later the lightning can strike me and light a flame, but not now. I don't want to ruin the rain. Because I'm still here. We're figuring it all out, guys. We got a lot of keys in that, a lot of songs in that key, so. This is the first song that I ever heard, besides the Rainmakers or when Bob was playing with Gary and with Gary Charlson at the Buzzard Beach. He said, got together and he gave me this, and it's a lead-off tune on The Beginner, his solo CD. And I took it home and Barb was like, I could listen to this all day.
Little did you know what you were asking for. You will be listening to this for the rest of your life.
Thanks, Bob.
But, you know, Jeff and I were figuring out tonight, we don't play together very often anymore, and so when we do, it's
Pretty special.
it's really nice. You know, we get to revisit a lot of songs that we don't play together. And we figured out we started playing together about 21 years ago. Yeah, is that right? No, wait. Was that right? 2003. Yeah.
Jay would know.
2003. We started playing together in 2003. And so, yeah, 21, getting on 22 years ago. So, you know, and Jeff said tonight, we're setting stuff, he goes, you know, playing together has changed my life. And I said, likewise, man, you know, if we hadn't played together, we wouldn't have had, you know, the next chapter of the Rainmakers. We wouldn't have known most of you, you know. That's really the kind of the beautiful thing is the community that came together as we started playing on Wednesday nights. And so, thank you.
And a lot of you wouldn't have known each other. So.
That's true, yeah. What if I had walked down those stairs? And what if you hadn't been working there? Life can turn on a dime. Do your best not to blink, lest you miss your exit sign. But that's not what occurred. You were there, and I was angry enough to just not care. If you finally said no to my face, at least then I'd know why my life was such a waste. Life can turn like a gem, catching the light, cutting the night, come blinding. Here it came, everything changed. No one noticed a thing, but for you and me, our whole world tilted immeasurably. Did you know? Could you see how much work this was gonna be? I hear the rumbling beneath the floor. Sometimes love sings, but more often it roars. Life can turn like a spool. Let go of the rope. Forget about your list of rules. Here it comes. Life can turn on a dime. Do your best not to blink, lest you miss your exit sign. Didn't it just hit?
wish that I could play guitar like Eric Clapton. I wish that I was handsome as Orlando Bloom. I'd like to be a rock star like the guys in Zeppelin, with lots of teenage groupies in my hotel room. If I could only be as smart as anyone on Regis, I'd win $1 million being on TV. I go to bed at night, I hope tomorrow's different, but I wake up in the morning, I'm still stuck with me. But I'm a household word in my own sweet home. That's where everybody knows my name. A local legend in the town where I live. I got 15 miles of fame. I'd like to be as cool as Robert Redford and sit behind the camera in my mirrored shades. Go to any restaurant, even when it's crowded, that'll always get me in and seat me right away. But I'm a household word in my own sweet home. That's where everybody knows my name. A local legend in the town where I live. I got 15 miles of fame. Well, I could handle all the wealth and attention, and I wouldn't let it change my style. I want a whole lot more, I only want it for a little while. 'Cause it's a waste of time to wish things different. I'm gonna start appreciating what I've got. Compare yourself with others and you'll be unhappy. You'll end up disappointed in the things you're not. 'Cause even though I spend a lot of my time dreaming of rich, famous people I could never be, I don't get too upset about the face I'm shaving. When I look into the mirror, I'm still stuck with me. But I'm a household word in my own sweet home. That's where everybody knows my name. A local legend in the town where I live. I got 15 miles of fame. Yeah, I'm a household word in my own sweet home. That's where everybody knows my name. A local legend in the town where I live. I got 15 miles of fame. 15 miles of fame.
Somebody put a scotch right at my feet, and Jeff says, "Is that mine?"
I didn't even order it.
Yes, sir, I believe it is.
This, on the record, this song is the only recording of my dear beloved Collings OM2H. That was like one of the coolest guitars I ever owned, but I had to hawk it because needed to pay the mortgage. And
Wasn't there was an Alvin Lee song called "But I Never Sold My Guitar."
I had to, man. It hurts me every time I see an OM2H.
I got rid of about 3 last year. Yeah. It's just a time you got to clear house, you know. Rich Ruth has 60 guitars. And there's more to come, I have a feeling. are sailors on the deep, in the storm's raging power, and the captain is asleep. See us through the sinking hour. We are pilots in the blue, losing contact with the tower. No horizon line in view. Talk us through the sinking hour. And the hammer striking louder as we face the sinking hour. We are sculptors of the stone, midnight oil, grit and powder, chipping away. We work alone, sweating through the sinking hour. And the hammer striking louder as we approach the sinking hour. We are merchants moving minds towards the light, and it's now or never. One more time, walk with me the sinking hour. And the hammer striking louder as we pass the sinking hour.
That was a favorite of mine. Well, I think it's the EQ of the model. Maybe it's your guitar. I'm not sure. I don't know which it is, but there's one particular frequency.
At the library that's connected with the school district. Lots of holidays and holidays. I get like a whole week present from a couple more. Now, we do have a few days that the library's open, that we have to have some staff working, but minimal. And we have enough people wanting to work with those of us who say, no, I don't want to work, and, you know.
See, Bob has in-ear monitors, which are really cool because you can't hear people talking while you're playing a really soft song like that. But when you're not me, you can hear everybody talking in the middle of the songs. But this one's a little bit louder, so you can go ahead, feel free to converse.
So Jeffy, I did To the Hum a couple weeks ago, and right in the middle of it, there was a bunch of people fighting over just around the corner, screaming at each other, which had never happened. I'd had people laugh in the middle of a really sad, intense song, but I'd never had a fight. That was a good one.
Yeah. Did you know what was going on?
No, I don't know who it was.
That would be great.
I think it was Sharon. I think Sharon was beating the shit out of somebody around the corner.
The road behind me rougher than anything that I've ever seen. And I'm tired of people thinking they need to remind me when I'm trying to make believe it's a bad, bad dream. We were driving off into the sunset, and I remember we were singing my favorite song. When you put in the curb and you put it in park, and said you didn't feel like singing along anymore. You lost all your direction, but the thought of you leaving never once even entered my mind. I didn't pack enough pain in my bags to deal with rejection, and it's no fun hanging on the corner of heartache and vine. Now you're sorry and lonely, because you'll never find a lover who could love you like me. And there might be a way back into my heart, but I ain't ready to let anybody have the key to the door. So what the hell are they knocking for? There's a lot of road left up ahead. It's gotta be better than the one I tread. And a true love in me I'm willing to give. If somebody's out there hungry to live and they can find me, we could leave that road behind me. I'm getting out, I'm not giving in. I'm getting ready to start my motor again. Picking pieces up, I'm coming back around to find the quickest way out of this lonesome town. Stop looking over my shoulder and get on with that list of 100 things I've got to do. I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit down and wait to get older. And you could have been with me, but now I guess the joke's on you. So go ahead and keep chasing your rainbows, 'cause there's real life places that I'm gonna see in a few more miles when I make the horizon and put the time you wasted behind me forevermore. So what the hell am I waiting for? There's a lot of road left up ahead. It's gotta be better than the one I tread. And it's true love in me I'm willing to give. If somebody's out there hungry to live, such a fine line separates want and need. But a wounded heart has only so long to bleed. Now maybe finally, and I think I can finally say finally, I'm gonna leave that road behind me. Originally in B flat, but actually. You know, Enrique Chi, from Making Movies, Panamanian that has lived here for probably most of his life now. But if you haven't seen Making Movies, they do all of this ethnic stuff, and Panamanian. And they came up and played with Mooncrow last week. Yeah. The funny thing was, he goes, man, I just love that song of yours, Baby You Can Bitch at Me. And I thought, man, of all the songs that you would think of, the white guy, they're just, what you want, baby, you can. I was like, wow, what, cool, and I'm glad, because I love the stuff that they do. I mean, like, way cool. Yeah, he likes this song. Wow, you couldn't knock me over with a feather. Baby, you can bitch at me all day long, Call me any name that you like. Go ahead and nag at me all that you want, as long as we can make up tonight. I can tell that you're cranky. I knew it just as soon as I walked in the door. And even though I've done everything that you want, I try to do a little bit more. 'Cause I know what happens later, after you steam and you stew for a while. You come to me and want some affection, and then I finally get to make you smile. So I put up with it. Baby, you can bitch at me all day long. Call me any name that you like. Go ahead and nag at me all that you want, as long as we can make up tonight. I watch you put on your lipstick and listen to you gripe about the things I do. But you're standing on your tiptoes and leaning towards the mirror, and no one's looking finer than you. I know you know what I'm thinking. You never have a problem seeing straight through me. There's just one thing on my mind, as long as I'm not hungry and nothing good is on TV. So come on, girl, baby, you can bitch at me all day long. Call me any name that you like. Go ahead and nag at me all that you want, as long as we can make up tonight. I heard about a guy who was lonely, looking for a woman sweet as could be. But I don't want no princess that sits on my lap. I'd rather bend her over my knee. I want you most when we're fighting. It doesn't bother me when my back's to the wall. And even if I have to duck a few dishes, I know making up is gonna be the best part of all. So baby, you can bitch at me all day long. Call me any name that you like. Go ahead and nag at me all that you want, as long as we can make up tonight. Baby, you can bitch at me all day long. Coming in and don't have a right. Baby, let me nag at me all that you want, as long as we can make up tonight. That's alright. Go ahead and nag at me all that you want, as long as we can make up tonight.
Dang it, Jeff, you did one of those cool things where you wrote a different line in the last repeated chorus, and I fucking missed it. We haven't played that song in about 6 years, have we?
I know.
Even though you don't have the right, right? I'll get it next time.
Actually, she does have the right.
All right. 1 and a 2, 3, 4.
When we were youngsters, me and little brother slipped out the bedroom window, sliding down that gutter. We made our way through the darkness, through the alleys and shortcuts, climbed that ladder. up the water tower. We used to sit and dream them dreams of how our lives would be as we grew older. Dreams of glory and power. Everything looks smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever. The view from the tower. Big river was a rolling, 7-year flood flowing, winds of war blowing, ice are cold and snowing. Boys grew into men then, right there and then. Little brother headed one way, and I went the other. We used to sit and dream them dreams of how our lives would be as we grew older. Dreams of glory and power. Everything looks smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever. The view from the tower. All right. Little brother dug in deeper as my climb grew steeper. While he was building him a home, I built a tower of my own. We used to glimpse one another across the wide rolling river. We turn our gaze from each other, pretend we didn't remember how we used to dream them dreams of how our lives would be as we grew older. Dreams of glory and power. Everything looks smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever. The view from the tower. All right now. I went down to the river. I found a note in a bottle. I read it there by the water. It said, I miss my brother. I went and got my hammer. I tore down my tower. I built a raft and a rudder. I sailed across that river. I went and found my brother, his children and her mother. Now nevermore will I wander, and nevermore will I wander. Now we sit and dream them dreams of how our lives will be as we grow older, in the glory and the power. Oh, everything looks smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever. The view from the tower, oh, it stretches on forever. The view from the tower, hey, it stretches on forever. The view from the tower.
Jeff, I hate to jinx us, but we're playing really good tonight. Other than that feedback, and we can't quite figure out what it is.
ain't no jeexing going on. You know, we either got it or we don't. So after 21 years playing together, 15.
Well, you know, we rehearsed all week, so that's.
We have not rehearsed at all. Bob, approach.
He's out there somewhere their paths have never crossed. He can fill the space left by all the love she lost. She's just not sure she's ready to open up the parts she keeps closed. Oh, but this much she knows. He'll be funny and artistic, maybe play guitar, and he'll treat her like he needs her no matter where they are. Once your heart's been shattered, you tend to stall and hesitate. So still she waits. Still she waits. As long as he's been searching, he hasn't found her yet. Can he erase the memory she's trying to forget? Well, it doesn't really matter if it's too soon to even speculate. She's growing tired of waking up alone. Once a new love stood beside her, but she asked him to move on, 'cause there's things that love can simplify, but things that it will only complicate. And it's dark in her apartment when she finally makes it home. Gets a frozen dinner, feeds her cat and checks her phone, and wonders if tomorrow might be the day that she unlocks the gate. Someone spends time hoping when he gets another chance, it's not too late. And still she waits. Still she waits. This song makes me cry. Really? At times it does. Yes.
In F, right?
Yes. It makes me cry in all keys. Sometimes things are just so emotional.
The banter's
window, the eclipse has begun. I grab your hand, we run outside and dance in the dimming sun. Light through the leaves, cast a zillion crescents on the ground, and you say, hold me tight, all right. Peeking through a pinhole, the eclipse has begun. The shadow tag of sun and moon, it washes over us and everyone, like lives that overlap without ever seeing that it's so. And you say, hold me close, don't let me go, no, no, no. High noon and midnight, we're standing in the path where shadows get shadows. Every step has an aftermath, leaving tiptoe ripples of a skipping stone. Nobody walks alone, no. Things are set in motion, sounds clash, then harmonize, and the fire of a moment becomes the light in my baby's eyes. We planned by the moon, by chance and by design, and I know this is mine. Yes, I know this is mine all the time. Butterfly in China, a Kansas thunderstorm, a man laying down $1 and a young girl's clothes being torn. Actions and reactions, echoes only dogs can hear. I see, what's that sound spinning me round and round and round? And I'm looking at the sky, I see the eclipse at an end. I am but an arm's length from my lover and my friend, and every other soul that I might know and never will, under the shining sun. Life goes on and on and on and on. Some days it's a comedy, others it's a crime. Some days riches turn to water and rags turn to wine. Most of my days blur into a blanket of my thoughts that it all adds up to something, though I'm never sure just what. I saw you across the parking lot. You saw him approaching storm with your hand in your coat pocket, like you're carrying a gun loaded with possibilities, all meant for me. As you put me to the pavement, it was pretty plain to see that everything I'd known before was weightless, thin and wet. You leaned over me and whispered, you ain't seen nothing yet. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. I stood beside the canyon, saw you far across, smiling through our many secrets, like they just weren't worth the cost, or the anger, or the heartache, or the worry, or the fear. We are pebbles in an avalanche that's ringing in my ears. That's how I shot my hearing. That's how I wrecked my sight, staring at the burning fuse. Here down to the dynamite. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. Women everywhere, but not a drop to drink. You're the one that I thirst after forever, until I sink beneath your swirling surface, disappearing, bubbling air. Am I swimming? Am I drowning? What's the difference? I don't care. 'Cause some days are a comedy, others are a crime, but most are masterpieces of a ludicrous design. Ridiculously beautiful, absurdly rich and dense, delirious with fever. It's finally making sense, making sense. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do,
Even with the wind, I go to the piano. Sometimes, yeah. No, nothing that you would. No, I can't think of it. No, it's guitar. That's good.
So we'd like to say some hello to some people out there in TV land tonight. Close by, we got Joanne Groves, our good friend Joanne Groves, who's done so much to sell the bobble bracelets and earn some money for the Casa Older Youth. So Joanne, Washington TV land, we miss you tonight.
Hey, Joanne.
My good friends Leslie and Susan up in Janesville, Wisconsin. And I hope some of our Norwegian friends, because Jeff is going back to Norway in February.
I heard somebody say that you probably won't come back. Well, I have seriously considered it.
Wasn't for that dang family here, right?
And I've tried to talk to them as well.
And to our good friend Eddie Christensen, who usually tunes in the next day. But Eddie posted a video today of me and Jeff playing a bunch of the songs that we're playing tonight. And Michelle saw some of the video, and she goes, "Wow, you guys look really good." And I said, "Yeah, it was 13 years ago."
Bobby, you are still just as handsome as the day I met you.
You need glasses, my friend. Let me check you out here.
I do, because I'm squinting to see the song list.
I'm glad you quit dyeing your hair.
No, my hair, I have never dyed my hair, nor will I ever. But when it gets wet, it suddenly goes dark again. It's like,
You're
wow,
like, whoa, who's that
look
guy?
at me. That's what I looked like 15, 20 years ago. Wow.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. We learn the hard way. All I need is one more day to get it right again. If I didn't know better, I know better than given time. I'll get it. Let me go around. Let me go around. Let me go around again. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around. Let me go around. Let me go around again. We need to get back to the old religion. Back on track, worship fire and air and earth and water and no despair. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around. Let me go around. Let me go around again. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around. Let me go around. Let me go around again. Days are seconds, months are minutes. Step right up to the wheel and spin it. Hear the sound of a marching band. Mind the music and the steps, and let's dance. Wash me clean in the blood of a rock and roll band. Before the flood, I will be your friend. Nothing less, nothing more, nothing better than given time. I'll get it. Let me go around. Let me go around. Let me go around again. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around. Let me go around. Let me go around again. Given time. Given time. Oh, given time. I'll get it. Given time. Given time. Hey, given time. I'll get it. All the songs I sing are sad ones. Expectations of me are all bad ones.
I couldn't have less to live up to if I tried. Explanation, I can't report one. My obituary will be a short one. He played guitar till the day he died. And all I wanna do is sing a few songs of aching love and a couple of old hymns for the folks back home. And the last chance for a slow dance with your one true love here on my broken radio. Oh. All my memories aren't good ones. Coulda, shoulda, woulda ones. But in there are a couple I wouldn't trade. Like the night when I first met her. Would I forget her or regret her? Ask them ghosts dancing on my grave. And all I wanna do is sing a few songs of aching love and a fast one for the youngsters that I know. And a last chance for a last dance with your one true love here on my broken radio. Here on my broken radio.
Hey bird, can you teach me to fly? I got an old pair of wings, but I still wanna try. They were up on a shelf I'd forgotten was there until you reminded me once I felt lighter than air. Hey bird, there's a song that you sing. It unlocks my heart when your melody rings. Yeah, the tune's so sweet, I start to cry. Fly away with me, bird, we belong to the sky. But my earthbound heart spends part of each day grieving. To soar in flight, exploring heights anew. Upon the wind, my bird with you. Hey bird, can I sit in your tree? The view from the ground ain't what I wanna see. I won't rustle a leaf, I won't get in your way. And I promise I'll do whatever you say, hey bird. Why are you shaking your head? Is there some place that you'd rather fly to instead? I wanna float in the clouds with you all alone. But when you're not around, I feel as heavy as stone as my earthbound heart spends part of each day grieving. To soar in flight and know what heights may be. My precious bird, just you and me. Bird, I knew there'd come a day you'd get tired of me and you'd flutter away. But till the end of my life, I know this much is true. Every bird that I see will remind me of you. Every bird that I see still reminds me of you.
When we recorded this next song, we needed one more song for the record. And Bob just got out some lyrics that he had. And they were so good, it pissed me off really badly.
Well, it's the Bob Dylan School of Songwriting. I am certain that Bob Dylan has stacks and stacks and stacks of notebooks that just have one line, one line, one line. They're not songs, they're just lines. And he just goes through and he goes, this one,
Yeah,
this one.
pretty much.
And that's what I did on this song.
And it was really obvious, and it just really pissed me off because every line was so fucking good.
Well, you write down a whole bunch of good lines. They aren't necessarily a song, but they're good lines. And then, yeah, it all just fell together. And I said, well, let's just play this old rock and roll riff, and I'll put in all these lines that I've been saving up for years, and we'll just use them all up. Now I don't have any left. I used them all up.
Is that movie going to be any good?
I was real proud of that one.
Here we go.
Dun. One, two, three.
I'm gonna rip up the carpet in a red bedroom, 'cause the movers are coming and they'll be here soon. I'm off to Colorado, there's romance in the ore. Gonna mind me a diamond at a secondhand store. Gonna love my neighbor like the good book said. Put some miles between the quick and the dead. Come on, let's go to the swinging shed. I was getting back to normal after years of pain, realizing everybody needs somebody to blame. Still painting with a hammer on my masterpiece, with my wanderlust simmering in a pan of grease. All lamenting about the books that I never had read, wondering if my suitcase was still under the bed. Come on, let's go to the swinging shed. woman with eyes of blue. She's kind, she's brave, she's beautiful too. She calls me to the carpet when I'm starting to drift. She wants to caught me sleeping on the midnight shift. She'll cry at my wake when they assume I'm dead. The very next words that she's gonna hear said, come on, let's go to the swinging shed. Jimmy Lee, you are gone and I am old, but your memory's not forgotten, nor the stories that were told about my mama's only brother, whom we rarely got to see, but we were raised hearing tales of Jimmy Lee. He was born to be a singer, with his name somewhere in lights, and everybody from his hometown said he had it dead to rights. So he swore upon tomorrow to live a dream, but people say that somewhere it was lost along the way. Jimmy Lee, where do you play your song tonight? Is the tempo where you want it? Does the rhythm feel alright? Are you singing about a promise you made when you were young? Jimmy, that's a song that everybody sung. On an acetate recording, maybe 1962, sit down and write myself a letter. Make believe it came from you. This label slightly off the center. The name said Jimmy Lee, and I'd play it as a child. Make believe that it was me. Jimmy Lee, what are the words about and why? Are the gentlemen jealous 'cause you made the ladies cry? With a song about a dreamer who won't go back on his word. Jimmy, that's a song that everybody's heard. By the time that I was 20, I was playing in a band, hardly making any money, but loving every one-night stand. And at a gig up in Chicago, a table right in front of me, by last call recognizing my Uncle Jimmy Lee. And as the audience was leaving, the evening nearly through, he told me, boy, I've got a message now. Listen close, it's just for you. Don't waste time on the piano. Put away that old guitar, 'cause they'll tell you lies until you can't remember who you are. I told him, man, you must be joking. He said, I wish that you were right. But your mama wrote and asked if I'd come talk to you tonight. And I really don't half blame her. I'm sure she doesn't want to see
my nephew wind up anything like me. Jimmy Lee, is that the song we finally sing? Does it echo through the chorus of another broken dream? Or the music in the voices of a loving family? As we gather round together to sing a song for Jimmy Lee. Yeah, we gather round together to sing a song for Jimmy Lee.
So one of the things I really miss playing solo is getting to sing harmony, and man, getting to sing harmony with you on that song is just, it's the best.
I agree. You got that Lutheran John Wesley.
Yeah, man, the Methodist hymnal.
The Methodist hymnal.
Jeff and I kind of had a contest when we made our No Abandon album to see who could write the saddest song. And I think it's kind of a toss-up, man. Then we had a contest to see who could make people dance, and I think I won. Here we go.
No shit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Down Overland Hill, she was waiting there at the bottom for me with a big blank stare that was open to anything, legal or not. I fell in love with her right there on the spot. She kissed me soft for a minute or two, then we rolled down Overland Hill. She was blowing Salina dust off a truck when she ran into me and a stretch of bum luck. It was more like dumb luck on my part when I jimmied the lock and broke into her heart. We hit the gas and the gravel flew, and we rolled down Overland Hill. Roll down the window, let the wind blow away all the things that you don't want to think about today. Tears gonna roll uphill, they say, as we broke through the clouds and into the day. We got off the highway in some railroad town where we bounced a few checks and slammed a few down. At the White Horse Motel, in an hourly room, she lay naked on a bed, watching cartoons. In our rear view mirror, they were shaking the bill as the snow rolled in from Overland Hill. Oh yeah. Drove in spirals to who knows where. We figured we'd know when we finally got there. 40 miles from Manhattan, we ran out of gas. Spent the night shivering under an overpass. The way she looked in the mercury vapor light, a sunflower nodding in the white Kansas night. I was a scarecrow trying to keep my head while she slept like she was home in her own bed. Every once in a while she would talk in her sleep, mumble some name unfamiliar to me. I guess in the morning I should have let it go, but I've never been one to leave well enough alone. Roll down the window, let the wind hit your face. You can have it all, just not all in one place. Sometimes things, oh, they work out good. Sometimes they don't, no matter how you wish they would. Till don't roll uphill, they say, but over my shoulder I expect someday to hear a voice say, love, aren't you going my way? And she'll kiss me soft as the wind blows away all the things that we don't want to think about today. We'll roll, roll, roll down Overland Hill, down Overland Hill, down Overland Hill. She reached out and twisted my hand and made me dance to some local band. But the beat was slow, so there we stand. We move in small circles. We cut out before the night was through. Start my car and we drove the loop. Talked about the things we were going through as we move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh, she said she didn't know the ways of love, and I said neither do I. I'd hope you'd show me some. We dilly-dallied like that for 6 or 8 months as we move in small circles. A couple of times she stayed with me. We worked it out on a single sheet. I can hear every painful squeak. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh, yeah. Then she grew up, and I grew up, and she got tough, and I got tough. So much for love, so much for love. We move in small circles. Now we make money, and we're all right. And we drive cars and wield our might. We make love to people that we don't even like. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. And I don't even think about her now. I just said all of this to be working my mouth. I wish I cared, but I don't know how. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh,
Sure, man, you bet, man. Let's play Jan Vermeer. Okay.
So as I have been flooding. Okay. As I have been flooding. That's weird to stop the sentence at. As I have been flooding.
Well, you know, Bob, they have medicine for that.
It does happen. It happens with age, man. As I have been flooding Facebook with notices about my art show over at Westwood City Hall. It's up from now until December 30th. Come and see my new paintings. I didn't exhibit any last year because I was finishing up an album and a book. So yeah, come and see my paintings. Westwood City Hall. That's where you go pay your tickets for running that stop sign on State Line. Everybody knows where that is. So go to. They're open Monday through Friday. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Stop by and see my paintings. I put up as many as I could possibly fit on the wall. So.
I wish I could dance like Jan Vermeer. He sold his soul for a bucket of light, I hear. And he's drunk and dealt, painting the town. He likes to see the world a little upside down. And he laughs at me across 300 years. I wish I could dance like Jan Vermeer. Well, I wish that you loved me like Jan Vermeer. Down at the Rijksmuseum, you were all in tears. Touched your love with a sable brush, but at the silent auction, think I said too much. Put your heart on the block for the highest bidder. Sold to Jan Vermeer. Watching you with Jan Vermeer. I got a private eye and a dying ear. Got a camera obscura and a frosted glass. Got the chiaroscuro out the ass, and you're betting I'm sweating just sitting here while you're tearing up the tapestry with Jan Vermeer. Hey, I wish I was famous like Jan Vermeer. He went from worthless to priceless in less than a year. I've been from worthless to priceless and back again. I cracked my back on the rack, tried to stretch my skin. I think 2300's gonna be my year. I'll be framed and hung like Jan Vermeer. Like Jan Vermeer. Oh, he's a Dutch master. I was praying last night when an angel broke the line. She said, gonna have to put you on hold for a time. I said, hold like hell, let me talk to the boss. She said, I'm sorry, sinner, it's the boss's day off. And I realized then that the wages of sin was $2 an hour and work and weekends. I was ignoring the thief who was lashed to the cross. He cried, help me get this son of a bitch off. I said I would if I could. I can't, so I won't. Well, I wouldn't want you messing your hair up, so don't. And I realized then that the wages of sin was all the lumber you can carry, all the nails you can bend. The wages of sin, the reward of fear, is worrying and fretting every second of the year. If heaven is guilt, no sex, no show, then I'm not sure if I really want to go. Oh, tickle it. The wages of sin, the price that you pay, is worrying and fretting every second of the day. The church, the state, your God and country kind. One gets your body, the other gets your mind. Mary, Mary Magdalene, how about a date? You've been wasting your time staying up so late. Your boyfriend's dead, the word is you're a whore. Just about then I heard a knock on the door, and I realized then that the wages of sin was a bad reputation and too many friends. The wages of sin, the wages of sin, the wages of sin. Somewhere under this moon tonight, my lover is holding my shadow tight. She doesn't know my face or know my name, but she hears my melody all the same, and we move slow, dancing in her dreams. We've glanced on corners, we've passed on stairs, we've nodded on the nearest to who knows where. Crossed our paths in crowded streets, we've been so close, someday we'll meet when times are right, stars align. But till then we'll dance, let's dance on the width of a line, where a heart meets heart, mind meets mind, and love's in the air. It could be everywhere. Come on, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams in new, where love is the width of a line. sounds of a child left in her heart. Is there one last untaped, untouched part? Can I fan those flames she's so scared of? Love her like she's never been loved. Is there a drop of a dream I can still believe? Can she mend my tear, weave my sleeve, wrap me in true colors proud, muffle my drum when it bangs so loud? Hear the drummer, let's dance, dance on the width of a line where a heart beats hard, mind meets mind, and love's in the air. Could be everywhere. Someday we'll walk, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams endure, where love is the width of a line. Hey, 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 na na na. Hey, 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 na na na. She's sitting at home with the radio on to that mystery station that nobody owns. I'm plugged, I'm wired, I'm tuned, I'm hoping I'm the Walkman love and the winds are open. Come on, oh come on. Hey, come on, baby, come on, let's dance on the width of a line where a heart beats hard, mind meets mind, love's in the air. It could be everywhere. Someday we'll walk, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams endure, where love is the width of a line. Me and Mark Twain were having us a ball, telling each other lies, floating down from Hannibal with a bottle and a worm and a cane pole. We were fishing for secrets where the catfish crawl. The Mississippi River flowing downstream, read the Gulf of Mexico somewhere. Downstream, read the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. Downstream, I'm gonna meet you in the water somewhere downstream. Picked a paratrooper floating down from Independence. Said, what about the war? He said, could have written. Said, what about the bomb? Are you sorry that you did it? He said, pass me that bottle. Mind your own business. And the Mississippi River flowing downstream, read the Gulf of Mexico somewhere. Downstream, read the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. Downstream, I'm gonna meet you in the water somewhere downstream. round to St. Louis, heading for the coast. Picked up Chuck Berry in a little rowboat with one oar in the water and one in the air. A lightning rod for a white guitar. Lightning struck once, lightning struck twice. I said if there's a God, he sure ain't nice. Chuck said God isn't in this river. I don't trust nothing but the Mississippi River. And the Mississippi River flowing downstream in the Gulf of Mexico somewhere. Downstream in the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. Downstream I'm gonna meet you in the water somewhere. Downstream the Mississippi River flowing downstream in the Gulf of Mexico somewhere. Downstream in the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. Downstream I'm gonna meet you in the water. Good night, some downstream. Downstream. Good night. Happy holidays to everyone. And I will be here in 2 weeks with Pat Tomic on this stage. Jeff and the Nace Boys will be here next week. And you're not going to play on Christmas, though, are you? No. No, okay. Have a great, happy holiday. Jeff next week, me and Pat in 2 weeks. And thanks so much for coming out tonight, Jeff. It was a pleasure. Good night.